everyone, I'm Rebecca Smotherman with Full-Time FBA, and we're going to be talking in this video about how to prep your shoes for the Amazon FBA warehouse. Today we're standing here at our workstation in our office, and this is where we prep our inventory to send to FBA, including our shoes. And you might be seeing different things in this workstation that you might be interested in learning more about. We have blog posts and videos about that. You can check that out at fulltimefba.com/workstation to see more about that. But today we just wanted to show you very briefly how we prep our shoes to send to the FBA warehouse. And the first thing we always want to point you to at Full-Time FBA when we're talking about prepping or how you should do things for FBA, we always want to point you back to the Amazon guidelines. And if you want to read those guidelines for yourself for how to prep your inventory, whether it's shoes or any other type of inventory, you can go to fulltimefba.com/prep guidelines, and that will take you to, that's a quick link that will take you directly to the Amazon page with the guidelines for prepping your inventory. Now, I'll just tell you the short version of what the guidelines say as far as shoes are concerned is that any type of footwear, regardless of what type of material they're made out of, needs to be in a poly bag or a shoe box with all parts of the shoe covered up by the bag or the box. And we will only poly bag shoes to send to FBA if it's the type of shoe like Crocs or flip-flops or slippers, any type of shoe that when you go to a store and buy it, you might find it hanging on a hanger on a rack. And if it's the type of shoe that you would find in a shoe box on a shelf, those shoes we always send in a box. And so the next part of the guideline says that shoes that are in a box need to have the lid secured to the box with some type of removable band or some type of tape that's easily removable so that the box is not destroyed when it's being opened. So what we use to do that is stretch wrap, and I'm going to show you right now how we do that. We use this kind of stretch wrap. You might have used it before if you're moving or doing something where you just want to wrap something that you don't want to move. You cover it with this stretch wrap, and it clings like cling wrap, but it doesn't stick permanently, and it won't damage a shoebox or pull it apart whenever you take it off. So what we'll do is we'll take the stretch wrap, we take our shoebox after we've already inspected the shoe, determined that it is in new condition, it's all the right size, right color, 2 shoes in the box, both a left shoe and a right shoe, everything about it is good to go. We will secure the lid with the stretch wrap, and the way we do that is we just take the box and the wrap it around just a couple of times. Doesn't have to be a whole lot. Don't wrap your hand in there. And then we cut the wrap, and it sticks like that. Now, you'll also want to kind of squinch this together so that it becomes a little bit thinner. And that way, it's a band that will keep the lid on, but then when you stack the boxes on each other, the stretch wrap on the top box doesn't stick to the one on the bottom box and cause it to have issues. That's basically it. That is how we do it. When the customer receives this box, the lid should be attached to it still. They can easily cut that off, and their shoebox is not damaged in the process. If you want more information about selling shoes on Amazon, you can check out our series on the blog at fulltimefba.com/shoe series. And in that series, we have information about whether you should even consider adding shoes to your FBA inventory, how to make good buying decisions on shoes, how to prep and process the shoes, how to handle returns, and things like that. So check out that series at fulltimefba.com/shoe series.
That's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. You know what? If you like this video, you can give us a thumbs up below. You can also leave a comment or a question. You can also see any of the links we talked about in this video in the description below. And as always, come hang out with us at fulltimefba.com. Be sure you subscribe for lots of free stuff. Have a great day. God bless.